Abraham Lincoln Manso Tontokrum anodi we efri bayen. Kudos, and I just have experience and idea na for more.
Yeah, I'm up for below.
Was it kudos? You need 3 hours for this educative program. Yeah, I didn't know about you. That was in the class. So I can't force me that was. Inti mo papa bi nkasa. Na mo maso ya sena time so inti to bi nka why? Enye free o time no. Ohunye mesisi here. Eno na etua nkakra mo musika ni sha. Faka kra ka ho. Was it kudos? Now okay, no one mark and was he here 3 hours. Okay, was it please offer? I like to sit. Hey, wow. Alright. Was you no nya ya me kan twi. Was you de o person ko nya ya kadebia na o tu fie na kire na de. Wan fani di amade. You're not pardon. Was it please? I'm Veronica from Oti region. Where can I join you? Oti region offer. Okay, baba. Hello, Mr. Adame. Thanks for the show today. And greetings to Mr. Boom. He has been fantastic today. And I also wish Mr. Dankwa a long life from AB Mame Krobo, Afram Plains. Okay. Please, I want to know. Hey, no, Osama Bin Laden there. Osama Bin Laden Brigade. Who is a terrorist? Okay. I want to know Osama Bin Laden Brigade. Who is a terrorist? Manan inside Takwa Inshayim no the way by befa we ntwa to wa ha na yenko hwe video ni mra. O say yaw, don't forget my spectacles. What is the price? Okay, nana osaida ababio. O hwe dwumadie papa. Na o say ahwe ni wa no. And ya momodi ase mema na so ate ne bo no na wa transfer to ho na ya mani bi abuja enko akọ he next video ma meka so aka so do message no abefa 0240270671 0240270671 ba beka ma ko Facebook a RTVGH so message si no ho a enche no so be kan e de amamo na yenko he third video Bernard Shaw a Irish playwright and eugenist on depopulation yenko na yenko hwe right no when the word trim say ni panu bi owi aso mo hunya entinkem fo mo mra wanim na wa bituto ma no na yenhu se fa so mu so ka wankasa ubekum mo a what kind of human being are you ngba de cafe nyame man afa ento aso ya entisabe wa hu eugenis wo no yes de omo e kan no anu hu se ni pen bo wi aso mu didi sa adua no kwa fa so ni omo so na kwaku kasa na mbi se bia ye kan immune system aduane asem no ko be kan bibi e dia fa Henry Kissinger okay or the policy bi by say ye de aduane e be ye weapon to control the people ono an can say you can use oil to control nations. You can use food to control the people. Yes. And the food, the baba be ye. Say a man cries out per bear makuma manaduane. And you know the memorandum or true no. Na National Security Study Memorandum 200. Okay. No. I know can say. E we are resources no third world never. Okay. Ne disi ebetimi anya access wo ho de a say wo mu ne target wo mu ne ti wo mu population na no kra yasisi so hwe ekuta wi ase resources na no asa place a third world ofa unze no yasisi o de ma market bi o ba be kan wo fi na o de o ba be bu be kan wi okay o be kan wi na hwe wasa be kan bi o ha NSSM ne den that is National Security Memorandum 200 okay. Also, NSSM 200 was along the same idea and was tied to the agri-business agenda that began with the 1950s and 1960s Green Revolution to control food production in targeted Latin American, Asian, and African countries. Kissinger's plan had two aims, that is securing new U.S. grain market and population control with 13 unlucky countries chosen. Among them were India, Brazil, Nigeria, Mexico, and Indonesia, and exploiting their resources depended on drastic population reductions to reduce homegrown demand.
Even more disturbing was an estimated 90% of Brazilian women of African descent sterilized in a nation with a black population second only to Nigeria's. Powerful figures backed the scheme, but none more influential than the Rockefellers, with the John D. III having the most clout on population policy. Nixon appointed him head of Commission on Population Growth and the American Future in 1969. Its earlier work laid the ground of Kissinger's SSM 200 and its policy of extermination through subterfuge that was based on a decades-old effort to breed human traits by the Nazi eugenics process.
Mo fatu onebe kan we nso mame. Efize esikafuo bi nso.
Ayasemo.
Ade omo ho abom aka se. Omo de omo osika, omo de be foa ama the population agenda no. Yetimi akoso. O de fa no to one kan we. Edu be kan free billionaire enu di ababisia. Yeah.
Also, billionaire persons of the depopulation agenda include David Rockefeller, Ted Turner, Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett, George Soros, Michael Bloomberg, and Bill Gates.
Honorable Bill Gates.
And Bill Gates, who provide hundreds of millions of dollars from their foundations to international family planning programs aimed at curbing population growth, especially in the developing world. The modus operandi of the depopulation agenda include: 1. The use of synthetic biological agents through genetic engineering to create microbe and viral diseases at pandemic levels such as HIV/AIDS, Ebola, swine flu, avian bird flu, mad cow disease, and SARS, among others, which I believe is true that the 2. Consumption of GMO foods injected with epicide gene, a permanent infertility gene, to make consumers irreversibly sterile. Hunger through, that is the 3rd one, hunger through high food prices to deny the majority poor access to food supply. And then 4, wars. That is World War III is just around the corner. Already there are visible signals in areas likely to be the future hotbeds. The depopulation agenda is vividly captured in the Bible, that's Revelation chapter 6 verse 1 to 8, as the 4 horsemen of apocalypse, who are depicted as the first 4 of the 7 seals, which are benchmarks of this end time event recorded in prophetic imagery. The last almost in a revelation, I'm going to ye, say, the Ecosi and Barbara. If you don't know, you don't know.
Yahweh, kind Ubukuno, or the other ODS, maybe generous. I mean,
media see.
Kind, you may go to tenor.
Okay.
Or no so can one more
Bonidin were happy.
Bonidin were that he has some more kind.
Turner, the founder of CNN, called Christianity a religion for losers and suggested that of Abessinia Botema Inkibram. Turner, founder of CNN, called Christianity a religion for losers and suggested that those who oppose abortion are the bozus. He also suggested that U.S. citizens should not have more than 2 children, and eventually that a total world population of 250 to 300 million people, and 95% decline from present levels, would be ideal.
Into the population, you know. After the yentie Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Hey, Minister Louis Farrakhan on global depopulation. But abusia before say kwesa video na ba me kai was say Israel consult product ni bi da so e wodwa so na didi makotre pa ya hwani wa nana oseda ababio nana oseda me ba na mdo de ebrewin enie sa spectacle we e name amansa nyina gya to say wo sha yi wani so ha nyina afiri ho wani so wi ya unra die yi wani so ta hyew ekura bo wani so hwa de kakra na wani agene na wani ato sam bomode man san kasa continue spectacle we bi Israel consult e de abadwa so wani mo monsa kan space bi nyina no edi dance say ampa space awo sha eyi wani so ha nyina free ho na uwi a space no betuma sha bo life ana de beto ho enya ade a esai anase mu adu etu enkonko share space bi emeko wi ase no na akwaya afebo ate aka so a entimi yi wo how poten na emfemfre demum eboa mo etime hu ade ye we eyi wo hapotin ni free ho na wona tra eye obo ade de ma won wanya asan so atimi da hwe wade ye Israel consult asan so de ye quantum beauty spray na badwa so we ye say ya fast spray ompabom ema ompabo na mu emo biem ema propro ema wonantem we wo de aduane si wa na de kakra san spray so ema bacteria bi ema aduane no so wade de awie no fa bi so spray wanum nenyi wanum kan nyina mfa mfiri odom emfa ma be ma bi wa pede pa ba bi wa pede pa na so scent no bo mo de man sentimi kan ye sa quantum beauty spray we dey spray when maybe sent in na from no e dey food particles a akeka wododo mu no emfa nkan bi aso so emma wanum de to so biem emma na mo pe eye succulent body no pese body ni timi very soft part kotoko na no me patcho man sentimi ka contum beauty spray bi wadware ayo bi bia wi abepia bontan bia gugu ni padua na ni kama emma wrinkles bia mani padua no face so no laughing marks ahodo na ifiri ho stretch marks te eye contum beauty spray kan na edwane ntima no momode ma mon sentimi ka bi wa bofra bi ofie na no hwa ehye anasisi wa bi asisi wo pani anasa bofra na bomode na fa contum beauty spray ni bi spray no ho ni nyina to betwa Israel consult ene de aba so opese unya bi etuton anaso opese oton bia fre 0244 686557 0244686557 nemo mo pese mu invest wom na mo profit no enya dollars unya dollars as mo profit no mo be fre 0207 782482 me patcho for number na mi ensoro nwi na me fre mi musa me say wo se number na yesen 0207 782482 invest ewo Israel consulta me pacho profit no in dollars na obenya omada roma ana sa product ahodo ewo dwaso bomodea na opuso ma homa na onsa beka omana afi oso atumi no dwetre wuram no wanya dollars ni bia bo watai so yenkode ko video etoso 9 Minister Louis Farrakhan on global depopulation yenko na yenko hemra Louis Farrakhan on global.
Did you know that there was a policy in America, a policy to depopulate the third world? How does that affect Jamaica? How does that affect the Caribbean? Did you know that Henry Kissinger wrote the memo that became policy, and they said they were going to use food as a weapon, and they sent that policy to the Department of Agriculture, to the Department of Defense, to the Department of CIA intelligence. So they're all in the world of the third world, setting the third world up for internal strife and revolution and death. Where does your food come from? Why does Jamaica owe billions of dollars for the importation of food when you could grow it yourself? But they grow it 1,000 miles away, and they cannot pick it after it is ripe. They have to pick it before it's ripe. Then they ripen it with chemical processes, wax it, color it, and you eating it because it looks good in the supermarket. And now you're dying of all these different cancers Talk to me. They are killing us off. AIDS is a biological weapon. Ebola is a biological weapon. I read recently, I don't know the truth, but it has been patented. If you can patent a virus, that means somebody made it. It ain't a natural thing. They have to depopulate the earth by 2 to 3 billion people. And you and I are in the crosshairs of the depopulation thrust of the policies of the American government. Where do your vaccines come from? If you're not getting them from Cuba, you need to look at them carefully. Please listen. You're vaccinating your children, but you don't know what's in the vial that they're putting in your children's arm. All of a sudden, they're suffering from autism. Then they tell you, no, there's no connection between the vaccine and autism. Yeah, tell that to somebody else. See, this is the enemy. The same enemy that put smallpox in blankets to the Native Americans to kill them off. The same enemy that was involved in the Tuskegee experiment to fill black men with syphilis and give them the freedom to cohabit with black women.
Benka wasembenie mento jombenia ohinba kisio na eka osemenko wasembeni ofa be aya na metin semisi a mihu se menka se na makoma na akosoro se na mihu dia menkan se mi I don't know enti won sa research of awoye na mo bo ho dawro na ye ka koba ene de fara kan enti aya na bisa se oba ya maimu a leaders especially those in the health sector no I don't know because I ban in the great ministry, na ban of vaccines health ministry. Mo kambo mu a nti abrofidi kunyo mu prayin yofa o mo de achieve o agenda yi yentumi nya ho hwe ma ne ye se de ana amanfo ni bisa na ana afa metoma wa
ya o de che ni se empen bebre no wo mo eta ma wo mo appointment wo mo sa kwa aburuchiri kusua
yes
enti de ade man wo ho no feel say ye no kure nti oba enu na amu na be panimu wo ba beto atwene no aye Mr. Nobody
okay
ana Madam Nobody obe kure
yes
na so kure mu na hu ni degrees ye ta ni din hu a o men hu nti obe kan wano ato enu ni the problem a face ena mpɛn bebre no we research now wo na wo ya no o mu consider say findings ni niam e dey ba na here say enya no kure
eno ne ene eno
and the idea say street boys
say na na bi mu bisa say na mo se we researcher books are more dey ba ne ade nya abrofra ne san atwe
o mo na troba e visa sa abrofra o mo dey ba o mo ni adwene e kope
very good o mo mfoa
de o mo nkofo ne ye so enti ne sa na tie enti ya wa hu the population no CDC autism whistle blower afi o mo gitu mu say no kre autism no caused by vaccine
yes
sa na Tuskegee experiment o kan say ma ememe ye di syphilis ni twie le
babaso ba no ne babaso kraman
ye di ewo be ma no
ne babaso kraman
sa muni mo yire no entina na muni wo mo nda wota be ne we twi be say spread ni hu say e be di mo dem say ene Minister Louis Farrakhan wakasa na last 2 weeks me church social distancing
yes
and then we ba face mask.
Okay.
Now, ansa na meka no ma menka masem bi yo school no elementary school. Sabe sa na friend moment time na say basic. Na no mo kire yan bi as nature study.
Okay.
Na school bi enya me school na me call no school bi.
Oh, the be show the na.
Na class bi teacher here say obekire nkwala no first aid. Uko afuom na so wo kaw nantia. Ya chechire soro dendende. O kaw nsa ha ya chechire ha no dendende.
Intime from course.
Send intime from course. Teacher wie we. Na boy bi o class room hon mo no anyini na o live in his own world.
Okay.
Ono na mre bi na ba beto we so. The teacher ne kire ade say o de ship etu kwan a by sea. Sabre na ye friend steamer because na steam power and na dey come. O the plane tu kwan a by air. And now the car tu kwan a by road. Na boy peja ni sa. Teacher now we read draw and so a by there.
I remember my drums.
Oh, do not live in his own world. And the teacher better or cancel or on the cow nentia. Near teacher slow or cow and saha near teaching or sapajanis. Teacher, a war. One you, the lady army at Sia or cow harbor teacher or cow harbor the teacher. So I want or cow ha, and if I now bet teacher.
God, we are also into a table ball call.
It was all and sunny na and waka, Otimika baby.
What to crack a chin
to a no waka. Now, no, but tell when you 3 minutes say, see a true corn, a day. I've a teacher energy now. The school for inquiry who said, hey,
yes.
Therefore, we are teacher. Enna, or what dear, Enna. Now in school, crying, change lesson.
Said by the bell.
And the hour. One day, on the cow, ha, over teacher him.
Yes.
And I'm the baba face mask.
Okay.
And from a home, your home carbon dioxide ni free mu.
Yes.
Ni atwe oxygen ekoyi mu. And the other country say, Abuano, hey, ni hu ntimi fo ani hu no. You dey kata hwene. And you represent your own son so e wo na Abuano ntimi ma.
Yes, if I ho.
I don't friend say sanitizer.
O di bi fa kon.
That's what the beef or akra offer. O dey on sana akra the beef.
Ani abeka we akire ya ma ye mandatory and e won hye bia ntimi nko ba bia ye ma kwan ma wonko. Na mo mbutaye we akire ni say o mo nim say wo hu me wo carbon dioxide over and over no what the stress and ama wo body no.
Yes.
Entina fe one ma environment bi aba ma fe infection no while we immune system no and they break it down and they are cancer Ghana cases na cost record awo bi ama yo enti e de ani ahwe say aye bia de e de akata ye hwene no a afi e ba ne na afi e didi emu a afi de emi ehun say de e di ko na me de menye expert a doctor for e kire wo mu no ye kire wo mu doctor die no yes it's a trauma bi ba Omun kai omu ABC.
Yes, A stand for
Airway.
B stand for
blood
circulation.
Blood circulation.
And a C.
And a C. And so yeah, events are metro to her. My main famra.
A factor.
Matro, none matro the hand. And the ABC no. And I did say blood airway. Blood circulation. Breathing.
Okay.
And a scene in air blood circulation.
Okay. Circulation, yes.
It's all go through trauma. Sanyema we who am from man. Then the body say, and I fade and from man free, so I say,
breaking
one. Enko next video. I don't have one ebe abe cheche mo.
Ya ko share next my expense o mo shade na finance o mo hin ma sha se tissue. Ah esa ko fa yare fofo dia bro mo. Asame bada bi. Ofa.
Yaw. Enti ene no. Ya chire trimupo a enu di akiri.
Yes.
wo hye no na ndokundokun mu afei na Bill Gates ne Fauci bebo se afei na nya enkofo no wo man na ya medema no besi ene no chaos and crisis emakwa
okay chaos and crisis
emakwa say omo control no create
yes
omo create for specific agenda any specific purpose COVID-19 agenda ni next week
okay